Hey guys, welcome back. Thank you for being patient and waiting for part 2. Yep. So, part 2, we're starting off with getting the glowing bee, so that means glowstone nest and glowstone dust as bait. Don't ask me how this works. Anyway, we are just going to wait here. There it is. Well, I did the waiting, you didn't have to. And now we get our chocolate mining bee. So we don't actually have enough bait to skip to the end part, but that's not really a problem. Now we need the chocolate mining bee and the glowing bee for the redstone bee. So once we have the blue banded bee, we can breed the redstone bee with it to get ourselves the lapis bee. Yay! And then we can get ourselves a diamond bee with the ender bee. So yay to that as well. And yeah. Now our crystal bee has given us quite a bit of quartz, so that's nice. Now we just need to get the honey out of that and into something else so that we can use it, hopefully. Now, while we do that, I did want to mention how I do my voiceovers. I usually like to try and get them done in one take, so usually you'll see that I pause for little bits of time to breathe or something. Sometimes I space out and it's like, oh, oops. And other times it's more of a, I'm kind of struggling to find the words kind of thing. Usually I'll do retakes for those kinds of sections. Anyway, on with the videos. The video. I do usually try and get it done in one take though, just for the record. But I do like doing sections sometimes, but that's mainly for if I have like specific lines I'm trying to do. Like, oh, the scene, I want to describe what I was doing there. With this scene, I did try making an item separator in hopes of getting the honey into honey bottles, but that's not how it works. Yep. But we can use it for other things. All we need is... yeah. I'll be honest, it just didn't work with the honey. As you guys will see in a moment. I could have waited. I suppose I'm sorry for that. It's a spoiler. Oh no. This is probably why I have a shirt that says spoiler alert. Anyway, on with the video. So, continuing with trying to use the pipes and item separator. Now we just need our honey. Yeah. So putting it on top, that's not how it works. We do actually have to right click the thing. The separator works, just not the way I want it to work. So it's slightly annoying, but I can see why it doesn't work the way I kind of was hoping it would, since it is part of the Tinkerer's mod, which is, from what I know about it, a factory mod. So it's literally kind of a cog in the machine kind of thing. It's only one factor of what's supposed to probably be just this absolute huge kind of factory looking setup. Yeah. And turns out the dark tank can absorb the honey without the need for the fluid pipes. So that's pretty cool. And so that also means that we wasted our time with the fluid pipes. Okay, not completely. We do have other uses for them. Moving on. Chocolate mining bee. Yay, we have it. And yeah, it's in there, so we'll just move the entire nest and get the bee out of there eventually. Yay. Very nice, very nice. We'll just plop that down there. And coming back in the next day, we got our chocolate mining bee, so we can reassign it. Or we can do something else and just straight up breed ourselves a redstone bee. For that we need power, so we're going to take these energy pipes and bring them right up to the door frame here, so that I don't have to keep going back and forth. You know, easier access. Next, we take our two bees, get ourselves the redstone bee, and just wanted to check real quick that the pattern is important. So, you know, good to know. Yay. And yeah, so we will have ourselves a redstone bee in the near future, which means we should probably make ourselves a cherry log nest, or any kind of log nest from the looks of it. We went with cherry for the blue banded bee. You know, because we do want the diamonds. And hey, look, our gold bee. I just want to break the grass. Okay, come on, my fist. Come on. How big is that little guy's hitbox? Well, yeah, that was not intentional. I'm sorry to the little gold bee. I like little baby animals. They're adorable. But, yeah, that was unfortunate. When the... that generally was unfortunate. And I think the baby bee isn't the one that stung me, because the parents are the ones that have apparently died, which is very unfortunate. Alright, so down to the basement, and okay, there are a ton of creepers. Well, with some more time in this video, I figured montage of killing. Do 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 dun 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 do 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 do. Murder time! Yay! And put that down so that doesn't happen again. And now we're back at the bees. We can finally place these guys just down and let them do their thing. Get plenty of honey. That sort of thing, you know. And yeah. Alright. So next thing we are going to do is get a stone nest. Because, well, I can't remember where the other one is. Because now we apparently need to replace the previous. The first bees we got. Okay, technically need is a strong word. Technically speaking, I think we're done with them. But still, it would be nice to have them. Because that means more honey and more honeycombs. And just kind of general, I think it would be nice to have one of each type of bee. You know? So, crystal bee, check. And unfortunately, the hardest one is actually the mason bee, which requires normal honeycomb. I mean, honey treats. Not normal honeycomb. It does require honey treats, however. And unfortunately, the chocolate mining bee made his home inside the stone nest. So we apparently have to leave that outside of the dome. Fine. And, yeah. Okay. Anywho, I appear to be glowing. Moving on, though, we are going to the end next. So, yeah. the reason we're going to the end after that little fiasco is I need the Ender Bee and a Draconic Bee. Okay, the Draconic Bee is more of a want than a need, because we can make a heated version of the counterforge thing that lets us separate the honey from the honeycombs and other items, making the productive bees actually useful. You know, the thing that makes the productive bees useful, we can make a heated version of that. But we'll get into that a little later. For now, we need bait for the Ender Bee, which is apparently popped chorus fruit of all things. So, yeah, probably a good idea to grab the flower thingy. And while we're here, I wanted to get an elytra. Yes, you heard me, an elytra. And the reason for that is an experiment. I wanted to see if the elytra and jetpack can work simultaneously. Like, I have the elytra in glide mode, and the jetpack just propels me forward like a constant rocket. I wanted to see if that would work. Anyway, we obviously have to loot the place. We did get 2 boots with Apotheosis gem slots, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. And we also got an Ender Rod, which, cool. So, just like our little cauldron thingy, our goblet of lava, we don't have to worry too much about all that and ender pearls taking up a ton of space. And we can just store them in the Ender Rod. So that's pretty cool. And experiment failed. Okay, that's unfortunate. Moving on. Let's loot the place and maybe get a few shulker shells while we're at it. Not really in the mood to try and kill a bunch of shulkers, but at the same time, I do want to loot the place and get a ton of shulker shells. Unfortunately, none of them dropped a, well, the main thing I did was loot, okay? I mainly just focused on looting. And, yeah. Okay, looting, done. We can head back to base now, respawn, and if you're hearing stuff in the background, I am sorry. Normally I would do this when my folks are away, like brother at school, dad at work, but I'm currently finishing this while they're at home. So, yeah. Circumstances. My brother's out of school for summer break and all that. And there's just currently someone home right now besides him as well. Yeah, so yeah, there's a bit of background noise. I am so sorry for that. But hopefully it doesn't come through at all. But I am constantly hearing them in the background, and it is driving me nuts right now. Anyway, we have our chorus plant planted. We have our rotten flesh being turned into leather. Yeah. Okay. So with that going on, we can also take our chorus fruit and turn it into popped chorus. Yeah, and that's our bait. Now, here's the thing. The Draconic Bee, it requires Dragon's Breath, which means we need to go kill the Ender Dragon. Again. Yes, again. Anyway, here's why we need the Ender Bee. Diamond Bee. That's it. Okay. On to trying to get the Draconic Bee. We need Ender Pearls for Eyes of Ender. Oops. Oh, we're not getting that back. Luckily, we can buy Ender Pearls. Anywho, we need Eyes of Ender, gas tiers, and glass. Pretty simple. Not that hard to get, because we can just go to a Soul Sand Valley, kill the gas, and get their tiers. We will make them cry and beg for death. I don't know why I just felt like role-playing as Voldemort. I did a very, very poor job. I'm aware. Please forgive me. Anyway, Nature's Compass finally coming in handy, as I said it eventually would. So that's very nice. And apparently, we can use it in the other dimension, which I'm not going to do. Okay, I have no choice. We do need the unobtainium one. And I think I did watch someone else play the full version of the mod pack before. I will remind you guys of that again. I think the place we need to go is the other dimensions, Soul Sand Valley, in order to get the unobtainium smithing upgrade. I think. No guarantee. It's simply a think. But speaking of which, that is also why I wanted an elytra. Because all manner of flight is technically supposed to not work there, so it means like jetpack, magic, and whatnot. But I don't know if they canceled out elytras, because technically that's gliding. Technically. Anyway, I'm not going to show the dragon fight. We literally did that the other episode. Not part 1, but like 2 episodes or so ago. Okay? So you guys really don't need to see the Ender Dragon fight. Just know that I got the Dragon's Breath from this. That's why it's here. So you guys can be fully aware of where I got the Dragon's Breath. No questions about it. This is where I got it. There we go. And as for the obsidian, I simply forgot some, so I wanted to mine it from the pillars before the dragon fight began. And hey, look, a crystal's still alive. We'll just, you know, go and punch it. Oh no, I definitely did not make a mistake there. Totally. No, that totally went according to plan. And now I need a new totem. God damn it. Okay. Look, I may look like a gentleman, but I do not speak as one. And okay. Well, our Ender Dragon egg came to the overworld. That's very nice of it. And we'll just use this torch here. Get that back. God, I miss my pickaxe. Yes, I really miss that thing. I want it back. I want a new one just like it. Anywho, our elytra can go directly on our back. That's nice. Let's put some enchantments on it. You know, I'd rather not lose this thing. And this is weird. I got it from the Ender Dragon. I think. That's kind of strange. Okay. If this sound is way too prominent in my video, I will redo this entire freaking recording. But hopefully when I watch this back, it's like invisible. Anyway, there's the draconic bee. It gives us draconic dust, but it does require the dragon egg to be used as its flower, so to speak. And let's see what the Ender Air does. Okay, this stuff looks pretty cool. I'm not going to try and pronounce a lot of this, but Star Color? That sounds pretty cool. We're not going to make it, but it sounds really cool. Same for a few of these. Corporea Stack? Life Aggregator? Yeah, like I said, I don't really want to try pronouncing those too much. Anyway, the reason we're back in the overworld isn't just for the dragon egg. It's because I need to go to the mining dimension. We'll be back after I find some diamonds. And here they are. Alright, we have our diamonds. Yeah, I used all my diamonds in part 1. So, diamond sword for the obsidian nest. Iron sword for the endstone nest. Not enderstone, endstone. Quite simple. Alright, now we can get the bees. Let's go ahead and take this waystone to the end with us and just plop it back down. And, ooh, I forgot my loot. We're going to pretend that didn't happen. I definitely remembered to grab the loot before heading back to the overworld. Okay, fine, I didn't, but I could have pretended I did. Alright, now we need to lace these things with bait. So I will see you guys in a second. Once I have the draconic bee, and there we go. Get in the cage, and now for the ender bee. And I'll say this now, I should have kept this thing in its freaking little handheld cage. Alright, I should have kept it in the handheld cage. Oh man. Alright, back to base. And, okay, draconic bee can also apparently give us a vibranium bee. So that is awesome. I'm very happy with that. So, let's make some advanced beehives, shall we? Now, we will still need to obviously get vibranium for the vibranium bee to give us infinite vibranium. But the fact that we can do that just means we need, I believe, one piece of vibranium ore. I believe. I'll need to double check that when the time comes, but for now, we have our draconic bee and we have our ender bee. Although I will repeat myself, I should have kept this thing in my inventory. And you'll see why pretty quickly, as soon as we're done putting this down, actually. Yeah, you spot it? You see that? Honestly, I should have taken this as my cue to put it in my inventory. Because it may be gone forever now. I don't know. Yeah, unfortunately, Creeper blew up. Don't worry, none of the other bees escaped. And honestly, it did go back into the pen on its own. So I thought, oh hey, yeah, it'll be fine. No worries. I think I was wrong though. And, man, this was slightly annoying to deal with. But, anyway, video is just about over. So I'm going to try and wrap this up as best I can. We will be putting down some soul sand so we can get our vibranium upgrade. Hopefully next episode. Not our vibranium upgrade for our armor, but the vibranium upgrade template. So that when we do get vibranium, we already have the upgrade template. So suspicious sand down. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye. I might have lost some of the bees by the time you're back. Bye. See you next time.